Hello, everyone, and welcome to my IT project management final exam recorded on July 27th, 2025. My name is Ryan Donlon, and today I'll be leading a roundtable discussion with my guests, Marissa and Patrick Conway. We'll be exploring 5 major topics that represent the life cycle of IT project management in today's fast-moving tech landscape. The title of today's discussion is The Life Cycle of IT Project Management, from Innovation to Ethical Oversight. So let's dive in. We'll be covering 5 key topics today. First, we'll start with emerging technologies and innovative thinking. That's where it all begins. Then we'll shift into data resource management and database design, followed by network systems and cloud services. After that, we'll examine the security and ethical challenges in information technology. And finally, we'll wrap it up with IT strategy and project management to show how everything connects. Marissa and Patrick will be joining me throughout to offer their thoughts and ask a few questions. Emerging technologies like AI, blockchain, and quantum computing are fundamentally changing how businesses operate. Innovation in IT isn't just about new tools, it's about thinking creatively to solve complex problems. Take, for example, how Amazon uses machine learning not only to personalize recommendations, but also to automate supply chain decisions in real time.
Ryan, how do project managers stay current with tech trends and still manage deadlines and scope?
Great question. It's about continuous learning and agile methodologies. You can't know everything, but staying informed through professional development and tech news lets you identify which innovations align with your goals. Project managers also benefit from building flexible frameworks that adapt to new technologies as they evolve.
Would you say innovation is more about mindset than tools?
Absolutely. The mindset drives the willingness to experiment, fail, and iterate. Tools are important, but innovation begins with culture and leadership.
What role does collaboration play in fostering innovation within teams?
A major one. Collaborative teams generate more diverse ideas and solve problems faster. Tools help, but trust and open communication matter more. Now let's talk about data. Data is the lifeblood of IT systems. Managing it well means designing databases that are scalable, secure, and efficient. From ER diagrams to normalization, database design shapes how well an organization can leverage information.
Can you give an example of how poor database design hurts a project?
Sure. In a healthcare setting, if patient data is duplicated or inconsistently labeled across systems, it can lead to delayed care or billing issues. That's why relational databases and integrity constraints are essential, especially in regulated industries.
How does this tie into the earlier innovation topic?
Good connection. Innovative technologies like predictive analytics or AI need high quality, well managed data. Garbage in, garbage out, as they say.
What tools would you recommend for database modeling?
I'd recommend ER Studio, Lucidchart, and MySQL. Workbench are great tools for visualizing and designing databases effectively. Infrastructure is another key area. Network systems provide the backbone, while cloud services like AWS and Azure offer the flexibility modern IT projects demand. Hybrid cloud strategies are especially popular, combining on-prem systems with scalable cloud resources.
What are some challenges with cloud adoption?
Security and compliance are big ones. Also, managing cloud costs can spiral if projects don't plan well. But the benefits like uptime, global access, and elasticity usually outweigh the risk when managed properly.
How should project managers decide between cloud and on-premise?
It depends on the workload, budget, and regulatory environment. There's no one size fits all answer, which is why feasibility analysis is so important during the initiation phase.
What about disaster recovery and business continuity in cloud planning?
Excellent point. The cloud must include built-in redundancy, backup protocols, and geographic distribution to ensure services remain available even during outages. Next is a critical topic, the security and ethical challenges in information technology. From unauthorized access and data breaches to unethical data usage and surveillance, IT projects carry real-world consequences. Project managers must consider not only technical safeguards, but also the moral and societal impact of the systems they build.
What's one way to ensure ethical practices are followed across an IT project?
Ethical considerations should be integrated into each phase of the project, from initiation to closeout. This includes privacy impact assessments, stakeholder reviews, and ethics training for development teams. Regular audits and documentation also help ensure accountability.
Are ethics and security treated separately in IT planning?
No, Patrick, not anymore. They're deeply intertwined. A security system that violates user trust or collects data deceptively isn't ethical. Ethics helps define what should be done, while security focuses on how to protect systems and data. Both are essential for responsible IT project delivery. Finally, we bring it all together with IT strategy and project management. Project managers act as the bridge between innovation and execution. Whether it's aligning with business goals, managing scope, or engaging stakeholders, strategy ensures all the tech we discuss serves a purpose.
What's one common mistake in IT project strategy?
Assuming technology is the solution to every problem, strategy must begin with user needs and business value. Then you bring in the tech to support that.
How does all this tie back into leadership?
Leadership drives vision, alignment, and adaptability. The best strategies empower teams to solve problems and innovate responsibly. Before we close, I want to connect the dots across today's 5 pillars. Emerging technologies set the pace for what's possible. Data management and database design determine whether those ideas are actually usable. Cloud and network choices decide how fast and reliably we can deliver. Ethics and security ensure what we build is trustworthy. And IT strategy and project management align all that work to real business outcomes. When these pillars are aligned, teams deliver more quickly. Stakeholders see clear value, and organizations reduce rework and risk because decisions are intentional and transparent. Let me give you guys a real world example. Imagine a small healthcare clinic trying to reduce patient wait times. Innovation. We propose self-service check-in kiosks paired with text message triage. Data and database design. We create a clean patient data model with unique identifiers and enforce data quality to prevent duplicate records. Cloud and network. We deploy the kiosk application using a HIPAA-compliant platform as a service database, ensuring secure connectivity. Ethics and security. We adopt privacy by design, encrypt data at rest and in transit, and clearly show patients how their information is used. Strategy and project management. We roll out in 2 planned phases, gathering metrics at each stage to confirm success. This pilot reduced lobby congestion and improved satisfaction scores. But perhaps the biggest takeaway was how fixing data quality issues improved every downstream metric, something technology alone couldn't solve. From projects like this, I see the same risks repeat. Scope creep. Avoid this by maintaining a prioritized backlog and using a change control process. Vendor lock-in. Build portable components and document exit criteria early. Security drift. Automate baseline controls like least privilege access and dependency scanning directly into CI/CD pipelines. Ethical gaps. Add a checkpoint in your definition of done for privacy, accessibility, and fairness. Stakeholder disengagement. Schedule short, meaningful demos that focus on metrics stakeholders care about. Mitigation strategies like these save time, budget, and credibility. Measuring success is essential. Measurement is essential. I recommend tracking flow, lead time for change, deployment frequency and change failure rate, data quality, percent of valid records and duplicate rates, reliability, uptime, latency, and time to restore service, security, number of policy exceptions, and time to remediate vulnerabilities, business outcomes. For the clinic case, these included wait time reduction, throughput, and satisfaction. Satisfaction is important. Dashboards make progress visible, build trust, and help teams adjust quickly. It really just helps people work together and can see each other's progress. So I have a 10-point actionable checklist. Here's a concise checklist for any IT project, actually. Define the problem and value proposition in one sentence is number 1. 2, map out key data entities and design a draft ERD. 3, pick an initial architecture that is simple and cost-controlled. 4, establish non-negotiable requirements, security, privacy, and observability. 5, create a pilot plan with clear success criteria. 6, automate basic tests and security scans in CI/CD. 7, establish a data governance policy, even if minimal. 8, lock in stakeholder demo and feedback cycles from day 1. 9, choose 5 KPIs, 2 for delivery, 2 for quality, and 1 for business outcomes. 10, define rollback or exit criteria before the first deployment. Following this framework ensures every decision supports business value. So, looking forward, as we look ahead, 3 trends will shape the future. Composable architectures, building products from modular reusable components, will become the norm. Privacy-enhancing technologies. Solutions like federated learning and differential privacy will allow responsible data use without centralizing everything. Human-centered change management. Training, communication, and adoption support will be treated as core deliverables, not afterthoughts. By preparing for these trends now, project managers can future-proof their teams and initiatives. The takeaway is simple. Innovation opens the door. Data and cloud make it operational. Ethics and security make it trustworthy. And strategy ensures it delivers meaningful outcomes. I have some more closing thoughts. I want to emphasize that technology alone never guarantees success. What truly matters is how we lead us, change, and sustain momentum after a project is launched. That means continuing to measure outcomes, sharing results with stakeholders, and reinforcing the vision so teams stay engaged even after the initial excitement fades. Another element that celebrates high-performing IT projects is knowledge sharing. Organizations that document lessons learned and invest in upskilling their people compound their success over time. Every project becomes a training ground for the next one. Whether it's mentoring junior team members, running internal workshops, or publishing playbooks, the return on that effort is huge. I'd also like to highlight the importance of culture. A culture of accountability and openness is what makes the 5 pillars we discussed actually work together. Teams that feel empowered to speak up about risks, ethical concerns, or design flaws early are the ones that avoid costly failures later. As project leaders, we set the tone. How we react to feedback shapes whether our teams feel safe raising red flags. Finally, I want to encourage everyone to reflect on how the topics we've covered today apply to your own environments. Which pillar is the strongest in your organization and which one needs attention? Setting a clear goal for even a small improvement in one area, data quality, stakeholder engagement, or cloud cost control, can create ripple effects that transform outcomes across the board. Thank you for taking the time to join me today and for exploring these important conversations about IT project management and the IT world in general. This concludes my final exam. Roundtable. I appreciate your attention and support. Thank you.